Here we are looking at a painting by Caspar David Freidrich titled Sea of Ice.
It is a romantic painting.
Made in 1823 to 1825.
A neat thing about this painting is that it is very strong to the eye. The sharp lines of the ice and glacier draw your eyes to rest on the triangle of ice.
Yes, Freidrich does have a way with inspiring awe on the viewer, and although he used a very limited range of color, the effect is still strong.
His sharp lines evoke powerful emotion, as does his use of light, which is reflecting off the jagged sheets of ice.
This play on human emotion is a very important characteristic of the Romantic movement. Let's give a little bit of background on the Romantics, shall we?
Yes, of course. This entire movement began in Paris that was put into motion by the infamous Bohemians, the Parisian rebels of the time.
Basically, for a romantic, what you feel is more important than what you think.
This very idea is reflected upon the art produced during this period. However, Romanticism developed first in literary works, instead of the visual arts. Authors such as Shelley, Wordsworth, and Blake were all a part of this movement.
For instance, when looking at the Sea of Ice, we see a direct correlation of this painting to the concepts found in Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
With Frankenstein, we see the power that nature has over man, that man isn't supposed to mess with nature.
Throughout the book, we see Victor witnessing nature at its most destructive.
And this doesn't seem to scare Victor at all, until, of course, he has made his infamous creation. Victor begins to realize that nature has a cycle, and that he just disrupted it, and therefore he must suffer the consequences in doing so.
In the Sea of Ice, of course, we immediately see that message rise, that humans cannot control nature.
Especially during the Industrial Revolution, we were making so many advancements that we felt a certain power over nature, and yet this painting
acts as a reminder.
Yes, that's basically it, a reminder that we are limited and that we aren't as powerful as we may think we are.
Towards the right-hand corner, we see a ship that is sinking. It is almost below the ice, creating a frightening image.
Yes, it is. It seems as though we are in the painting and that we can hear the sounds of this once powerful ship,
a symbol of mankind and his achievements,
succumbing to the hands of nature.
Here we see Freidrich giving us a very frightening but lovely painting. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, of course. It instills fear into us because it shows how destructive the iceberg was, how it destroyed the ship, something man-made. It shows how utterly defenseless humanity is to nature, no matter how invincible we think we are.
The cool part about this painting is that it appeals to multiple senses. Not only is it catering to sight, but to sound as well. You can hear the wind howling and like the ice scraping against the ship.
At this time, people weren't really focusing on religion, thus we don't see standard Christian iconography in paintings anymore. However, Freidrich's paintings does contain a religious reference. The symbolism of the iceberg shooting upwards shows that the ice is stretching to the heavens like a Gothic cathedral.
However, painters such as Freidrich were trying to find ways to keep religion prevalent in society without blatantly putting it out there in the open.
Freidrich has really brought us into this painting, and from it we feel as though nature is heroic and man has been belittled in the face of the power and majesty of nature and God.
Thank you.